It's more important than ever to have fast, reliable internet. Upgrade your internet and switch to iFiber Communications. Plus, iFiber just got even faster, offering 250 megabytes per second speeds for only $59.95.
The Wenatchee Valley's two largest high schools held their respective graduation events for the class of 2019 on Friday night. In the early evening, the Town Toyota Center was filled to capacity for Eastmont High School's 61st ever commencement ceremonies, where an eager senior student body gathered to receive their official rite of passage into the next chapter of their lives. The proceedings began with an address by Principal Lance Noel and also featured speeches by the school's ASB and senior class presidents and each of its 7 valedictorians.
As we go on, happiness is a key component. No matter where we may be in life, we can always turn to our sources of happiness, give support, and even perhaps even guidance.
The most important lesson that I have learned is best summed up in the words of Maya Angelou. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
The ceremonies also featured several performances by the Eastmont High Choir, including a warm and moving rendition of the school song,
Memories forever, Eastmont will be true, with love, strength, and courage, we will follow you.
When the pageantry of recognitions had wrapped up, it was finally time for the graduating class of 400 students to each take their own moment on center stage to receive their diplomas before the packed house of supporters. Later in the evening, thousands more celebrants crowded into the Apple Bowl for the 115th commencement exercises at Wenatchee High School, where the sun was setting on 13 years of primary education for its class of graduating seniors. The ceremonies there involved an acknowledgement of the institution's 11 valedictorians, along with numerous student musical numbers and speeches by its faculty and advisors, including leadership instructor Brent Grothe.
No sailor has ever reached the North Star. It's billions of miles away. But it certainly has guided many sailors back home. And if you have a dream as your North Star, if you have a place to go with your life, you're going to find your way home. If you have a goal, and if you have a dream, if you have a place to go.
Wenatchee High's choice for this year's distinguished alumnus John Norlin also addressed those in attendance, as did student leaders Xavier Martinez and Elizabeth Dominguez.
This is a happy ending to this chapter of our lives. 175 days ago, most of us walked into WHS ready to conquer senior year. In a few months, most of us will be going through some changes. Let's embrace these changes with positivity, and maybe you'll learn things about yourself that you didn't know about.
After all of the pomp and circumstance had concluded, it was finally time for each of the 486 graduating students to walk the makeshift aisles on the turf at Lee Bofto Field to receive their diplomas. And when that last certificate was firmly in its deserving hands, the class of 2019 was finally able to officially cut loose to a crescendo of fireworks after spending nearly 2,400 days working in class to do so. Reporting for iFiber One News, I'm Chris Hansen.